on, everybody? DJ here. Welcome back to the official Goodfellas YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming boss strike. It's the second boss strike since the relaunch of the game, and it's definitely going to be a lot harder than the first one we had against Yazul the Raptor Trainer. We're going to be fighting against the Silver Wolves, which are not as easy to take on. More on that later. But, as a bonus, well, not really a bonus, but you're either going to get a fire or a cold DOT, damage over time, depending on the map you're in for each enemy formation. Cave for fire dot, and snow for cold dot. The rewards for this boss strike is as follows. Notable parts you're going to get 140 nanopods total. Use that wisely. The Skyraptor, the UH-1B Skyraptor, is going to be very useful as an anti-air unit. You can use those nanopods if you want to speed up your training unit to take out that Chinook, but to be advised. 45 teeth that we're going to get is going to be really nice to heal our maulers. And the Chinook's going to be nice, but we're only getting one. And then, we've all seen it, the BC3 Cobra. So it's a downgraded version of the BC1 Snake that we got as tier 10 and beyond from last time, and it's borderline unusable. The Aero Bike is a bit of a joke as well, and the Thresher Tank is, it's not too bad. Now, in preparation ahead of the strike, we fellas have recommendations for everybody. Be consistent, be resilient, be focused. There's going to be massive losses ahead, a lot of battles, a lot of grind. Try and reach whatever objectives you have set for yourself. Be prepared, stock as much as you can, fill up your resources all the way and hit that 24-hour job before boss strike. Make sure you got plenty of bars, gears, teeth. I know we're having trouble with that, but make sure you have everything you need to heal your troops. And don't forget to max out on your hospitals and your repair bays. So, take a look at our guides on enemy formations. Study the terrain, get a lay of the land, find easy formations that you feel like your army can take on. Don't try to bite off too much. Make sure you're assisting your fellow guild members, add people, be friends, talk. You're going to be wanting to assist each other's hospitals. Most importantly, we at Goodfellas recommend building yourself a nice healing zone so everybody can easily find where you need help the most. Well, I feel like I've said enough, so we're going to have our main man here, our big strategy boy, give you all a tour of the most dangerous, formidable opponents that our Silver Wolf boss strike is going to throw at us. Pay attention.
The Wolf Punisher is an infantry unit with 165 hit points, 60 bravery, 75 defense, and 45 dodge. It has access to 2 attacks. A frontline 3-tile horizontal swipe, dealing on average 145 points of crushing damage, and a backline contact melee attack dealing, on average, 175 points of crushing damage. This last attack works the same way as Dustwalker's backstab attack, making this unit dangerous against softer backline units in your formation. The Silver Wolf Crusher is an infantry unit with 220 hit points, 40 bravery, 65 defense, and 35 dodge. Don't let its squishiness fool you, for while it can only hit the 3 units in front of it, it can hit those units with 360 points of piercing damage on average, shredding through the armor of your tanks even faster than the Alpha Wolf Truck may. Again, it is relatively squishy, but don't ignore it too long, or you might not have any armor left. The Wolf Chopper is an infantry unit with 300 hit points, 75 bravery, 65 defense, and 35 dodge. It has access to 3 attacks. A single target slash, which deals 136 damage with 20% armor pierce and 10% chance to crit. Its second attack deals a wide slash to the first 3 units in front of it. This attack deals 90 damage. Its final attack is a double slash, which deals 272 damage, split between 2 different attacks. All 3 attacks are crushing type damage attacks with offenses of 36. While not particularly dangerous to your tanks, an exposed fragile target could take significant damage against a Wolf Chopper, especially from its third attack and third and final attack, which has a 15% chance to crit over the 10% chance to crit from its first 2 attacks. The Recycled Garbage Truck is an anti-vehicle platform with 310 hit points, 210 armor, 60 bravery, and 15 defense. It has access to 2 attacks, but we're only concerned with its first attack. This attack deals 160 points of explosive damage with 30 offense and 75% armor piercing. However, it has a 15% chance to crit versus vehicles, meaning that 160 points of damage can turn into 272 points of damage. While this unit is tanky, sporting about 520 hit points all day, its low offense means that while it can hurt when it does hit, it might not hit very often and can easily be suppressed. Thus, it is still something you want to focus to and you will likely simply eliminate as you focus other units. The Magic Cruel Bus is another tank-like unit with 360 hit points, 120 armor, 60 bravery, 35 defense, and 15 dodge. Its main attack is a tank cannon blast, which deals on average 200 points of explosive type damage, with 40% armor piercing and a 2% chance to crit. While slightly less tanky than a garbage truck, it makes up for it with a higher average damage. Beware its low crit chance. While not high, it can potentially deal, on average, 400 or so points of damage when it does crit. The Wolf Annihilator is an infantry unit specializing in dealing with vehicles, with 200 hit points, 25 bravery, 65 defense, and 35 dodge. Its main attack, on average, deals 175 points of explosive type damage, with 30 offense and 75 armor piercing. With a 20% crit chance versus vehicles, the Annihilator, when it crits, can deal on average 297 points of damage. While it is a soft target, it can still cripple any of your tanks if you let it hit. The Wolf Gun Truck is a vehicle sporting 240 hit points, 30 bravery, 45 defense, and 25 dodge. Its machine gun blast deals on average 258 points of piercing damage. While not a particularly armored vehicle, it has no armor whatsoever, it is dangerous against unarmored infantry, unarmored vehicles, and air units. The Wolf Spartan is an infantry unit with 200 hit points, 280 armor, 75 bravery, 50 defense, and 20 dodge. Its pistol deals, on average, 270 points of piercing damage. While this damage is comparable to the Wolf Gun Truck, the addition of armor makes it a tough frontline unit to eliminate. The Silver Wolf Judge is an infantry unit with 240 hit points, 40 bravery, 60 defense, and 30 dodge. This AK armed infantry wields 2 attacks, a single target piercing attack dealing 120 damage on average, and a 4-round burst dealing on average 340 piercing damage. Each of these attacks only has a 1-turn cooldown, meaning it can cycle these attacks without waiting. Pay attention to its 60 defense, as it may prove harder to hit with low offense units. It is comparable to a vet without the dodge, so this is a unit to be wary of. The Silver Wolf Rainmaker is an artillery unit with 200 hit points, 20 bravery, 35 defense, and 5 dodge. It has access to 2 attacks, an artillery strike that can deal, on average, 200 hit points of damage of the explosive kind, and a triple strike, which on average can deal 210 points of piercing damage. A significant threat to soft backline units, this artillery piece cannot be ignored. The Silverwolf Thunderer is an infantry artillery unit with 200 hit points, 10 bravery, 50 defense, and 20 dodge. It has 2 attacks available to it, both of them indirect. Its first attack deals, on average, 151 points of explosive type damage, with an offense of 46 and a 5% chance to crit. Its second attack deals, on average, 207 points of piercing damage, with 68 offense and a 10% crit chance. This second attack can be quite dangerous to any unarmored units in your army, making it a high priority target to kill as soon as possible. The Alpha Wolf Truck is a tanky anti-infantry vehicle with 400 hit points, 240 armor, 75 bravery, 25 defense, and 5 dodge. The tankiest of all the Silverwolf units, its machine gun blasts can hit all units in its front row and non-blocked units in the second. The MG blast, the wheels, can dish out 320 points of piercing damage to all units on your front line, easily shredding through any of the armor you have. Be careful with this one, it'll take a while to kill. The Silverwolf Crusher is an infantry unit with 220 hit points, 40 bravery, 65 defense, and 35 dodge. Don't let its squishiness fool you, for while it can only hit the 3 units in front of it, it can hit those units with 360 points of piercing damage on average, shredding through the armor of your tanks even faster than the Alpha Wolf Truck may. Again, it is relatively squishy, but don't ignore it too long, or you might not have any armor left. The Silverwolf Chutney helicopter has 420 hit points all day, 300 of actual hit points, and 120 points of armor. This unit is to be killed on sight immediately, no questions asked, with its shotgun blast dealing 324 damage on average to any unit on your board. This helicopter can single-handedly end any single run as it pleases. Additionally, with its 50 points of defense and 30 points of dodge, this helicopter will be significantly harder to hit than the Falcon's Nest, which we saw previously in the last boss strike. Given its high hit point pool, and the fact that all of our anti-aircraft platforms available to us, as of now, only can 2-hit KO this thing, you'll simply have to pray that it doesn't attack you before you can finish it off. The Silverwolf Fury is an indirect fire vehicle with 325 hit points, 100 armor, 60 bravery, 30 defense, and 10 dodge. It has access to 3 attacks: a checkerboard grenade attack, a single target flammable barrel, and a single target corrosive barrel. The checkerboard attack targets both air and ground units, dealing on average 100 points of explosive damage with 46 offense. The flame barrel deals, on average, 111 points of fire type damage and has a 100% chance to set the center target on fire for 3 turns. The corrosive barrel does, on average, 125 points of fire type damage as well, with a 100% chance to poison the center target for 4 turns. This unit is dangerous due to its burning barrel attack, which can deal extra damage to maulers within your formation. The Silverwolf Slinger is an artillery unit with 220 hit points, 20 bravery, 30 defense, and 5 dodge. It has access to 3 attacks: a single target flashbang, a multi-target flashbang, and an incendiary Molotov cocktail. The first 2 attacks, while only dealing 1 point of damage, have a 100% chance to stun the center target for 3 turns. The second flashback attack works similar to triple strike attacks on other units, with 1 attack hitting the center, and the other 2 attacks having a decreased chance outward of hitting surrounding units. The final Molotov cocktail attack deals, on average, 100 points of fire type damage, and it has a 100% fire chance for 3 turns. This unit is unarmored and a lower threat given its lack of damage output. However, if it does stun a critical unit, it may slow down your run. The Silver Wolf Elite Grenadier is an infantry unit with 240 hit points, 25 bravery, 60 defense, and 30 dodge. It has access to 3 indirect fire attacks, a single target explosive grenade, another single target grenade with horizontal splash damage, and a final attack that deals damage to all units on your board. All attacks deal, on average, 120 points of explosive type damage. The final grenade chain attack, while intimidating due to its full board damage potential, has a 6-turn prep time. As a result, while not particularly dangerous to your formations, this unit should not be left alive in order to stall your own cooldown timers.
Hello guys, my part is focusing on the unit formations you can use for this boss strike. To start off, you will be shown 3 formations. One ideal formation, one formation usable in the long run with cheaper units, and the suicide formation when you have nothing left to throw at the enemy. For players level 30 and below, we will use light tanks, field agents, and the shredders for the ideal formation. As the boss strike goes on, you'll lose all your field agents, so you can replace them with more soldiers. If you already have R6 wimps, you should use them. Take note that those formations are not the gold standard, so you can adapt it as you like and swap some units categorized here, such as the main damage dealers, the tanks, and the anti-air. Many surprises can happen in a boss strike, and there will be probably some situational units you can take the advantage of that can fill one of these roles. So feel free to add more to your mix. For level 40 and below, if you have super tanks, you can use them with soldiers, demomans, and truckers. When you're out of tanks and portable walls, you can swap to peacekeepers. Pelicans are a good source of damage also to do some anti-air to replace the demoman. If you probably understood at this point, the soldier will be the yes man of your army, but be careful to not heal them since they cause bar to heal, so be sure to train more of these guys. Same as level 30, if you already have R6 wimps, you can do endless suicide runs until the end of the boss strike. And finally, for the max level formations, we got heavier tanks with demomans and maulers. Maulers are gonna be the MVP of this boss strike, so be sure to train a lot of them and grind as much teeth as possible. For anti-air in the middle of the boss strike, we will get the Sky Raptor, which is really strong, but you will have to grind it a little in the middle of the fight. When your army reserve is depleted, it will be like everyone, suicide runs with wimps, UMGs, SN bag, and soldiers. Also, during this boss strike, the SP points are doubled, so you can also do some good SP grinding while you're at it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video will be helpful to you. I wish you a good boss strike, and if you need more help, more guides are available on the Goodfellas Discord server. Thank you guys for watching.